They told us that scarcity is natural, that rising prices are just how the world works, that volatility is unavoidable, baked into the market like weather. They were lying. Scarcity isn't a force of nature. It's a lever, pulled by those who get rich when you can't breathe, can't plan, can't afford to live. But that lie is cracking, because the machine they never wanted you to see is now real. And when it turns on, permanently, quietly, 13 to 17 trillion dollars of their game goes dark. Let's name it. What is scarcity economics? It's a story they built to justify theft. It keeps the tap just tight enough that you will pay anything to drink. It rents your light, it leases your water, it hides a markup inside complexity and wraps a leash in regulation. Every time your power bill spikes because some trader hookup 10,000 miles away, that's scarcity economics. Every time rent climbs because concrete got pricier, because energy jumped, because the single valve got pinched, that's scarcity economics. Every time the water fails a safety test and the invoice still arrives, that's scarcity economics. And behind it all, debt. Debt embedded into wires, debt inside the turbines, debt inside your bill, compounding silently. A banker in your walls, a leash inside your socket. But now the machine is live. It does not carry that leash. The Canal and Transshipment Mega project doesn't just generate power, it generates truth. Because it runs without debt. Because it owns every vertical. Because it locks price to cost by law and by code. 2.5 cents per kilowatt hour. Not a guess, not a bid, a public tariff, enforced by the sovereign logic engine. Try to sell it above 5 cents, current is cut. No negotiation, no loophole. Transparency or termination. And what does this mean? It means 13 to 17 trillion dollars of fossil era infrastructure becomes worthless. Coal fleets, gone. They can't cover fixed costs at 2.5 cents power. Gas peakers, dead. No more price spikes to feast on. Blue hydrogen, uncompetitive. It needs expensive gas. Ours runs on physics and is 100% green. Storage systems, still useful, but no longer designed to exploit chaos. Just to back up a grid that never blinks. They will call it a threat, a disruption, an overreach. But it's none of those things. It's a mirror. And in that mirror, they see that their empire was never built to serve, only to extract. Now that story has a guillotine. Levelized cost of energy under 0.2 cents per kilowatt hour. Not a number, a sentence. Think about what this means at street level. It means a family can trust their light bill. A fridge stays cold without new math at the checkout. A small shop that doesn't have to shutter when diesel spikes. A city that doesn't panic when oil prices twitch. It means planning becomes real again. Breathing becomes possible again. Because when the price of power is steady, the price of everything finds a floor. And when that floor holds, civilization holds. This isn't a hedge, it's an anchor. Planetary correction. Now ask yourself this. Do we keep begging permission from a system that priced light like a luxury, water like a privilege, and debt like oxygen? Or do we unplug it? because the cost to build the entire platform, all 17 verticals, is less than $290 billion to strand $13 to $17 trillion of their order. To deliver power, 300 gigawatts baseload per module, water, 2 billion cubic meters of water per module, work, 67 million jobs in year 20, materials from 17 verticals, and stability, 50 to 1. That is the gravity. That is the spread between oppression and deliverance. That is the audit, and it is not theirs to control anymore. The world doesn't need another promise. It needs a socket that doesn't blink, a trap that doesn't lie, a price that does not move, and a system that cannot be captured. So here it is, the final hand. $13 to $17 trillion of fossil era delusion, or a platform built for truth with no banker in your walls. This isn't a negotiation. It's a decision. Pick your current.